নাগা মানুহ ইচ্ছা থাকা শান্তি আৰু এতিয়া যাই থাকে পিছ টক্স দে ভাল সলিউশন আনিবলৈ আশা কৰি কিনা ফোরাম ফর নাগা রিকনসিলিয়েশন বা আরবি একবার কোশিশ কৰি কিনা স্যাটারডে দে 16 নাগা পলিটিক্যাল গ্রুপস আৰু 34 ট্রাইবাল হোস খানো দে মোকচুং দে থাকা উংমাব্রা কাউন্সিল অফ নাগা কোঅপারেশন এন্ড রিলেশনশিপ মিটিং একটা রাখিছে জার্নি অফ কমন হোপ অফ দ্য নাগা পিপল লাগা মেসেজ দিয়ে কিনা আর আও সেন্দেন বা হোস করে দিছে এতে নাগা পলিটিক্যাল গ্রুপস খান ট্রাইবাল হোস और चर्च ला लीडर्स खान भी आया देखी पाइसे मीटिंग पीछे ताखान मन मिलाएगी ना ओंगमा स्टेटमेंट डिक्लेयर करছে कि नागा पॉलिटिकल ग्रुप्स ऑफ ट्राइबल होस ला सपोर्ट प्रा कॉमन ग्राउंड एकता दे आएगी ना नागा मनु ला हिस्टोरिकल और पॉलिटिकल राइट्स हिसाब से पॉलिटिकल विजन एकता बिसारिब
Tama saka nari nakamanu kima naisi umade akan kusi loy. Jadi imai di hoho naga aro kima nasi kusuha tawa aro baki do sob jadi boy tagi bedu.
Since we all have been looking forward to this meeting and to make it worthwhile. At the back and at the reception. Thank you all. Commit everything you do to the Lord.
Shall we look to God in prayer? Eternal and sovereign God, on this momentous occasion, I start my speech. I wish this is the first Naga assembly after this. Leaders, distinguished guests, and esteemed delegates.
Hello, my name is Ellen and I'm a member of FNR.
My name is Visir Sanya and I'm also a member of FNR.
I'm Wachi Iyer, member of the Forum for Naga Reconciliation. We came up with a resolution. This was the decision of the Naga political groups, tribal Hohos, and so it reached this way. August 23rd, 2025, Umma Village, Nagaland, preamble. Today, August 23rd, 2025, marks a winning day for the Naga people. A day etched into our collective memory as a testament of our resolve, unity, courage, and the enduring pursuit of a shared future. At the historic village of Umma, the Ausenden graciously hosted the meetings of the Council of Naga Cooperation and Relationship, CNCR, comprising representatives from the Naga tribe Hohos, Naga political groups, and the Forum for Naga Reconciliation. The gathering was solemnly welcomed by the Umma Village Council and its vibrant citizenry, who declared a sacred Gina, Sungkam Shiva, the close of the village gate on August 22nd and 23rd, thereby signifying and affirming the village's sacred and communal commitment to this historic convergence. The statement. The meeting convened under the CNCR was attended by representatives of the 16 Naga political groups, 34 tribal Hoho from all Naga areas, and FNR. In continuity with the January 14, 2025 treaties, followed by affirmations and resolutions made throughout 2025, this assembly reiterates an earnest and unified call that all Naga political groups with a clear-cut support of the tribe Hohos will converge at a common ground to articulate and pursue a shared political vision on the basis of the Naga people's historical, and political rights. This vision is not merely inherited, but it is continually affirmed through our collective memory, struggle, and aspiration. We declare that this convergence must be undertaken without preconditions, without the burden of rationalized narratives that fragment our society. The path toward the future must be unobstructed, one that is a tangible horizon shaped by the courage to reconcile, the wisdom to listen, and the will to act. The CNCR stands as a platform of moral clarity and responsibility where no group will undermine the oath taken today in the name of the Naga people before God. This declaration is a covenant, not a mere procedural outcome. The people's collective voice has decisively chosen to rise above fragmentation and division, embracing forgiveness and healing, to honor the sacrifices of past generations, and to work together toward a future defined by dignity, justice, and peace. The unity expressed today is based on a common conviction, forged in the fire of shared suffering and sustained by the hope of collective flourishing. Therefore, on this day, Saturday, August 23rd, 2025, at Uma Village, Nagaland, we, the representative of the Naga political groups, tribal Hohos and the FNR declare the statement as a binding affirmation of our shared commitment to a dignified wholeness of the Naga people. Let this be remembered as a day the Naga people chose convergence over fragmentation, vision over rhetoric, and future over fear. Therefore, today, we confess and declare that Nagas are one. God be our help. This year, since January 14th of this year, this is our 15th meeting, averaging 2 meetings a month. So, what is so important is this, that what we decided last month on the 24th August in Dimapur, in Kohima, sorry, this was hosted by the Angami Public Organization. We came out feeling very, very positive because the Naga political groups were much more open to changes and admitting their own mistakes. In the past, it never happened. So this time, so we came out with a very, very positive feeling, and today we have pushed that a little further. So almost all the speakers spoke about let's not waste time. Let's come to a resolute decision. And so I feel good, and what has been read out and what's in your hand, this was read out to them many times, word by word, and they had no objection. Everybody accepted this.
So I have one question. The FNR since 2009 have been pursuing unity amongst the Nagas, be it the Naga political groups or the tribal apex bodies. And today, like my colleague had mentioned, today is the 15th meeting. However, the statements being issued by political groups, I will not name, but you are well aware of that. The statement being issued reflects something else. And on ground, the efforts being put forth by the FNR to facilitate, to bring everyone on ground is different. So what impression does this give to the general Naga people and also to the government of India, to be precise?
I think the public, they have every right to be skeptical about the process. And the last part of your question, I think we are not giving you good. We are giving the wrong message to the public. And it's helpful. I know where you're coming from. I'm very much aware of this. But since the day this happened, just last week, I've been meeting personally, talking. The fact that they are here, or the fact that they came, that particular group became part of the process, speaks, it really says something. And what I've been trying to do is, on the personal level, I don't want to go into detail, but on the personal level, I have tried to explain in a clear message, a clear atmosphere. So I feel very positive about that.
So how do you change the narrative to the general public?
The only way,
Along taking confidence
yeah,
the Naga bodies as
sure.
well.
The only way for the public to have trust in us would be to change our attitudes, to change what we have not been doing correctly. And this will happen. We will have to take full responsibility. And so this is a message to the Naga political groups as well, that they will have to be responsible and be answerable to the public.
Can we expect another meeting as such anytime soon?
We hope to have, we will be a follow-up. It is sooner or later.
Okay, can I just add one more question? Like, for instance, let's say Naga political groups, they have two very different ideologies. I don't want to name the different groups, but we have two different ideologies in terms of constitutions, right? So how does FNR, when they are standing on polar opposites, like within the Indian constitution and outside of the Indian constitution, that's like two ideological differences, right? So how does the FNR try planning to bridge the differences? So what do you mean by when you say like we have pushed it further, right? Today, sir, you just mentioned that you pushed it further. So what do we mean by that, and what does it mean for the ideological differences?
See, people's perception is a priori, meaning without any basis, people go on the basis of hearsay. So, throughout this whole process, general public comes up with an opinion that, the framework is smaller than the agreed position and framework are two different groups, signed by two different groups. And they've been somehow politicizing on this issue, two agreements. FNI is saying, even this afternoon, this morning, don't talk about the framework nor the agreements. Let's not talk about it. We need to go beyond framework and agreed position. And thus I want to let the public also know. Let us not talk about those past things. The Naga political groups, tribal groups, we made it clear to all those who have come, and they are going with that message that let's not talk about agreed position and framework. We will have to go.
They also agreed today that there cannot be two agreements. They make it very clear that there cannot be two agreements. We are one people. So that's that's an improvement, so to say. Very different language. So they themselves said there cannot be two agreements because we are one people. That's I think one way of to do so.
So what has happened today? After this declaration has been agreed upon, they are going to be working from the Naga political group. They will be working among themselves to work out the modality. Along with the tribal hosts, they will also be working in what way they can support the Naga political group. So this has been resolved.
think one very significant thing about today is also maybe not related to your question but to the earlier question is how we are able to have all the different groups come together and also now in recent times we have the support of the Naga tribe Hoho leaders, the different Hohos, so that is pretty remarkable. For all Nagas to say we need one another, we need to work together, and we need to go beyond all our differences and do something worthwhile. So that is pretty remarkable, and we appreciate all the leaders who came today.
Today was the largest group,
Okay.
ever, 39 tribes.
Okay.
And how many factions?
16.
16 Npgs and 39 tribes. That's we have never had that before.
Okay, all right. So when we talk about Naga areas, does that include the Arunachals, the Manipurs? They were also present here today.
Yeah.
Anyone from Myanmar?
Yeah, Myanmar.
Not Myanmar. Arunachal, Manipur, Assam.
Yeah, I'm done. Please. Yeah.
Do you believe the Naga political groups owe an apology to the younger generation for the prevailing state of affairs and the inability to achieve a unified vision?
We cannot speak for them. But personally, absolutely yes. Absolutely, you deserve an apology. But we cannot force them to do that. It has to come from them.
Earlier in one of my talk shows, on YouTube, someone asked me, not about that, but I said, today, elders like us, we must apologize to one another. In many ways, we have given you the wrong information. We have taught you wrong things. So I said, I personally apologize for the young generation. And I add, with the same line, the young people deserve better, clearer information from our elders. And that requires, if necessary, apologize. Simple.
The elders, whether they are Npgs or the CSOs or NGOs, have misled the young people. So therefore have misunderstood something, and it's not their fault because they've been misled. So this is going to be a long process of re-education.
What is the ultimate objective of the Forum for Naga Reconciliation? Can you give a statement on that?
Well, we have said this clear, and even in the past, our goal is to bring one groups together so that they can reconcile. And once they come, what kind of a house they like to build will be their duty. FNI is not an expert at that. And I've also said FNI should never be institutionalized. The moment we institutionalize FNI, we will cease to be effective.
FNI role is a facilitator. It's not, we are not a political group. We can only facilitate.
Hi, Yarden Jamil from Morong Express. I also have a question. The Nagaland Assembly had formed an oppositionless government stating that it's for the sake of an early solution. So in that case, since the last election, what tangible steps has the government actually taken or assisted FNR for an early solution?
We have two different entities. But of course, it doesn't mean that we don't support one another. The government has its own way of doing things, but for the FNR, we have been consistent. Since January, as I said, since January 14th, we have met with this group 15 times. Today was the 15th time. So, as far as we are concerned, we want to bring these people and say, look, we come together and form, go a little bit higher, sit together around the table and solve the problem.